Hey everyone, this is Mubulu and welcome to Like a Woman Law. It is a series that is an insight in the female experience of crump. For this first episode, we are going to follow Lady Intimidate, aka Craze, and Taminator, aka Lady Maddripp, and their relationship to competition and vulnerability. Let's go.
Hey, what's up? It's Taminator, aka Triple C, aka Lady Maddripp. I've been crumping for almost 16 years and been dancing for 37 years. So I started at the age of 3 doing some ballet, jazz, contemporary, and then after that I've been introduced to hip-hop. I did a little bit of be-girling, a lot of whacking, and also this is when I met the first Canadian crumper named Otis Hobson, and since then I never stopped crumping. This is my main focus. I'm the founder of the all-female crump crew named BuckSwans in Canada, and also the director of the program Leaders, which empowers women through crump to reach their full mental and physical potential. So I've been teaching regular classes each week and also doing some conferences and workshops in schools.
Hi, I'm Ariel Vitondolo, aka Lady Intimidate.
It sound like Dre made this one. Keep wildin'.
I'm a dancer and I'm a member of BuckSwans crew, which is a female-only crump crew.
And my experience was basically shows, like end-of-year shows or like contracts, performances, but never battles. So that for me that was really new, and I've been doing also whacking battles back in the days. So for me it was totally new. It has been like really knowledgeable way for me to know myself, but also about the culture, and I really understood how much it was important to be involved in that area of the culture. It's part of the essence. So for me at first was really stressful because I was lacking confidence, but it just gave me a lot of confidence, like to go past my fears, just like push my craft in another completely different way. And because I love freestyle so much, it allowed me to really push my mental and my physical too, because sometimes we know that tournaments are really hard on ourselves, right? It's important to be in a situation that you're uncomfortable all the time, and that allows us to really go further in our craft, right?
It's really stressful for me, but I see it as a way to push myself and test my skills. Well, I feel the pressure when I have to battle my big homie West, but I try not to focus too much on the fact that he's my big homie and just try to push myself as much as possible.
Like I said, I'm always stressed out. I always been, even when I was doing shows, and I still do shows too, but it's a different stress, but I'm always stressed, and I think I don't want to lose that. I don't want to work on that in a way that I don't want to be stressed at all anymore. I think it's a healthy way to really always to be on our toes, to go further, to push ourselves over our limits. So for me, pressure is a good thing. Sometimes, to be honest, it's too much, and I need to manage that to just make it like more balanced and healthy. So the way that I really worked on my stress was to just be in the moment, and I test that at the King of Buck, the last edition in Japan. It was a really high stress level, and I needed to just be focused. And the way that I found is to just be present in the moment and just let my negative thoughts or my fears just pass through my mind and don't pay attention to it. So that's the way that I've been working with stress, the more and more. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but I know that I have this tool that it works. So I'm really focusing to really have that control over myself in a stressful and pressure situation. Because I'm a stressed out person, like even when I teach my regular class session with people that I know for the past 10 years, new people, or when I travel, when I battle, like everything is it's a stress for me because I really care. I want to do well. I want to really represent the art. I want to be the best that I can be at that moment. So I'm always vulnerable, and for me it's important to stay vulnerable, and I want to stay vulnerable for me, but for the people and the culture too.
A year ago, I did a 7 to smoke. 2 years before that, I was diagnosed with a brain condition, and I had to get surgery for that. So the day I did this 7 to smoke, it's been like a year and a half that I didn't battle. So it was my first time after surgery. It was really hard, especially physically, because it was my first time. Well, I didn't have the energy I had before the surgery, but I pushed through. I started Crump at 17 years old. So what I would tell myself is when you grow up in the Crump game, don't compare yourself to other dancers, because nobody dances like you. You're unique.
And I wouldn't do anything differently. It's just, I would be more positive, though. I would say to my younger self when I was younger, in my teenage years and beginning of 20s, to be more positive, just in general, not just related to dance, because I always been passionate and really a hardworking person, but I tend to be negative, but I didn't have the tools at that moment to just realize that. So I believe that life is made for you to just understand things at a certain point in your life. And that's why now I would say that I don't regret anything, and I feel like my journey, it is what it needs to be. And now on the other side, it's just I know myself better, so I can choose more. I can choose more what I want.
It was Taminator, because she's the first female crumper in Canada, and I started training with her. What I like is that she shows women that any woman can crump, even if it's a male-dominated dance. So I just want to give a huge shout out to Leaders. Leaders helps women develop mental and physical strength through crump. Thanks.
And so the last thing I would say about Crump tournaments, for me, it really helped me to develop my creativity. Already in Crump, because it's a dance based on freestyle, battles because it's so in the moment, and also we can get prepared some combos, tricks and stuff like that. It really pushes you to really engage another route into your art, right? So I really discovered a lot of abilities that I had, a lot of creativity that I had, because I was in a situation that I was stressed and had to deliver. And I always challenge myself to test my freestyle in battles. That's the way that I love to push myself.